Greater Good Radio. Connect, learn, heal, and grow.
When did it come about that you started your own company?
I've always had this in the back of my mind, this little entrepreneurial spirit in me to get something going on my own. And I wanted to be in the same vein of hospitality. And so we've been gnawing on it, myself and a few colleagues of mine over time, been talking about it, where the entry point might be, what the opportunities might look like, and how it might come about. I've been jotting down ideas here and there and looking at opportunities, looking at timing, seeing how things are lining up. And so as this is going on, the Christmas prior to this, I asked my daughter what she wanted for Christmas. She's not very materialistic. She doesn't ask for a whole lot, birthdays or whatever. She says, "Dad, I just want you to be home." All right, so it just triggered for me, wow, okay. Both my kids, my daughter Taylor and my son Connor, we spend great times together, very close. And so it was more meaningful around her just having me home because I traveled all the time for work, almost every month, gone for like a week at least. And then there's other things that I do outside of that for work that I got to leave for, meetings, whatever. So it's basically time. And she just was tired of me not being at home and spending time with them. So that was a big moment for me there. And so I started really thinking about, okay, this is my time. I got to move on and see what of these things are going to work out and how the timing lines up. And so sure enough, things kind of lined up pretty well. And so I transitioned. I had to plan this transition over this past August. And then partnering up with Jerry Gibson, who's also, well-known hotelier here in town and with Marriott and Hyatt and Hilton. Yeah, so we set a path and put the business plan together and launched it. And so, I finished up with Disney this past March. Hired my predecessor on the mainland. Recent, yeah.
Yeah.
In the last 6 months, hired us. They split the job back up. There's one person leading LA, and then one, Kimberly Agas, who's here, is leading Aulani. So we launched it. We haven't come out with a PR release yet, but that's forthcoming in like a couple of weeks or so. Wanted to give a little space. But yeah, so I'm excited. Jerry and I are excited. We have a group of us, a consortium, if you want to call it that we're going to be working with to move the company forward. And so we're really happy. Yeah.
If you resonate with Greater Good Radio, please join our community at www.greatergoodradio.com, where you can get access to exclusive content and offerings. Hope to see you soon.